Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my project pan update for the month of June, and I do have one product that I've finished, so it is going to be a little exciting. I am going to roll in a bunch of other products as well. I mean, when I say a bunch, I think it's 4. And I'm going to roll out one item as well too. So it's going to be a little bit of change, but yeah, if you're interested, to just stay tuned and see what I've done. So let's start with the item that I finished. I have finished my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Sparkling Rosé. Yay, go me. I did what I said I was going to do and I put it on my desk, and for the month of May I literally used this so many times. I'll tell you how many times I use this. For me, it's a lot. So I actually used it 16 times in the month of May. And in the previous months, I used it twice in April, and I only used it 5 times in March and only 5 times in February. So yeah, 16 times this last month has been an incredible increase from the previous months. And it was because it was in front of me, so I would reapply it. And every time I reapply it, I'd just put another tally on my little book here. And yeah, I was able to get through it. So there's tons of windowing, and I'm at the point now that it's all dried up inside. I didn't take the stopper out, but like I didn't even like feel the need to, because I can't do anything else with this. There is a tiny little bit of product down at the bottom here, but it's because this is not long enough, so I don't really know how. I don't want to get a spatula and scoop it all out. That just doesn't seem very exciting to me. So I'm just going, and it's all dry, so you know, I like go around the sides and you know, was reapplying it as much as I could, but it's at the point now it doesn't even like plump up the lips because it's just, the formula's kind of gone. So yeah, I'm going to call this done. It is officially an empty now. And if you knew from my previous videos, I actually have a second one of this exactly the same. So that was the reason why I kind of just wanted to get this out, so that I can just enjoy the one that I have and not have 2 of the exact same product, because I'm stupid and I buy 2 items that I just don't need. So yeah, this is the first one, a really nice update to start off with, and yeah, that is my first little empty. This one, I'm really shocked that I haven't been able to finish it. I really thought that, okay, this is the month that is going to be finished, and it is this primer. So this primer has been in for quite a while now. It is the Makeup Obsession from Makeup Revolution. It's all a blur primer, and it's a decent primer. I do like it. And honestly, last month I saw a little tiny bit left, so I thought, okay, I'm bound to finish it this month. And I still haven't. Like, I used it today and there was still plenty in there, and I feel like I could still probably use it maybe 5 more times and then it would be officially done. So I'm very upset that I haven't been able to finish this. So I used this 13 times this month. The previous month I used it 10 times. In March I used it 13 times as well, and in February I used it, I didn't even have it in February, so that's kind of when I rolled it in. Yeah, so for the last 3 months I've been using it steadily. It was already half done when I rolled it into my project pan, and I know for sure it's going to be done this month. I was just very upset that I used it this morning thinking, okay, it's going to be done, this is the day, let's just finish it up, you know, and then it's not done, and I'm not at the point where I want to cut it. I mean, I could cut it and literally see how much product is left, but I feel like there's probably 5 more uses because of how much I was able to use this morning. So yeah, that one is still in the project, but fingers crossed it will be out by the next update. The next item I'm going to talk about is this ColourPop highlighter. This is the coasting one. This is like their Super Shock highlighters. This is the second one that I have that I've hit pan. I only used this twice this month. I didn't really feel like using it all that much, to be honest. I've been dipping into my BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette just to test out all of the highlighters in there, because I have it in my Shop My Stash, and because I have that and I also have my liquid highlighter, I've kind of been neglecting this one. I also kind of don't want to use it anymore. I feel like I'm going to roll this one out. I'm quite happy with how much I've used and the fact that I've hit pan, and I really don't want to finish it because it is a newer item. I just got it for Christmas. I mean, when I say that, it was 6 months ago now because we're in June, but it's not an item that I kind of want to pan to finish at this point. So I'm actually going to roll it out because I'm quite happy with it. I actually, out of the two that I have, I think I prefer the other one to this one. I thought I was going to prefer this one, but I feel like the other one that I have is a little bit more of an icy pink, and I just prefer that actually on my skin tone. I thought I would like this one because I really like coral, and because it's, you know, spring, summertime, I thought that I would enjoy it more, but I actually enjoyed the other one a little bit more than this one. It's still really nice. I would definitely like try out more other highlighters, maybe in a different formula, just to see how they are, because these are the only kind of ColourPop highlighters that I've ever tried. But yeah, I do like it, and you know, I love the actual packaging. You get like such a huge little compact with it, with a lovely mirror. Like I can't fault the packaging, and I think these are only like $8, so super affordable. But yeah, I'm gonna roll that one out because I just haven't been reaching for it the last month, and I don't want to like finish it up. So I feel like, okay, I'm at the point now, I can put it aside. Okay, the next one I have here is my blush. This is from Circa. I rolled this in only last month, and I actually haven't really done too much of it. I thought I was gonna hit a little bit more and make a little bit more of a dent this month, but I only used it, I used it 4 times, which is kind of rubbish. I'm not really sure what blushes I was using this month, to be honest, because I don't have any other blush. Actually, no, that's false. I have a blush in my Partners in Cream, which I was using, and I also have a blush in my Shop My Stash that I've started to do this month. So I'm struggling a little bit with the Shop My Stash. It's just like sort of taken over because I have all these other items that I can pick, and I'm just, you know, I need to do a schedule. I need to, you know, say 5 days a week I use my Project Pan stuff, and then 2 days a week I use my Shop My Stash, or something like that, or alternate. I know some you know, panners alternate, and it makes complete sense. I just need to be a little bit more organized and maybe alternate, because otherwise I'm just going to be reaching for the one that I always want to do, and then I will neglect everything. So yeah, I only used this 4 times. It is a lovely blush, but I don't even think you can see any difference because I've hardly used it. It was already cracked here, so there's no difference there. I mean, there's a little bit of a dip forming like right in the center there, so instead of, you know, focusing actually on the outside where it's broken, I'm actually focusing in the center here, because I feel like I hit pan better when I focus in the center. And yeah, I think this is going to be in for quite a few months before I hit pan, but it is an older product for me, so I definitely want to see some love with it, and I really like it, so I just need to remember that I have it in the project for this next month. Alright, next I'll just talk about this mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. It is a mini. I really liked the last Lancome mini mascara that I used, but I don't really like this one all too much. It's nice. It's not as bad as some other mascaras that I've been using. Actually, I prefer it to the Baby Roll mascara that I had in my previous month, and yeah, it's okay. It's just a little bit clumpy, and it's not as good as the other Lancome one. So I keep comparing it to that one, and I don't remember the name of that one, so I'll put it up here if I remember. But yeah, that one is really great, and I think I'm going to buy that one. But this one is okay. I did use it 16 times this month, so I've been alternating. I've been using this one and also another one in my Shop My Stash that I'm just trying to finish up. So really that one should be in my project pan, because I'm trying to pan that one as well. I'm just a bit mad. I'm just trying to get rid of some items that I just have too many of. But this one's fine. Yeah, I feel like there's plenty of more product in here, so it's probably going to take me another couple months to finish this completely, unless it completely dries out, which at this point it's not drying out at the moment. It's still very liquidy, and I can work with it really well, but yeah, it's just not my favorite sort of formula and wand. Next, I want to talk about this liquid highlighter. This is from Academy of Color. I've got 3 of these. This is the second one that I rolled into my project pan. The other one was more of an icy color, and I really like that, but I rolled it out after using it a few times. This one is settled nicely. I had already used quite a lot of this one before I rolled it in, but it's pretty much settled now in the middle. I think it was in the middle or maybe slightly above when I rolled it in. I'm not enjoying this as much as the other one, even though I hadn't used the other one that much at the time that I had rolled it in. But anyway, enough talk. Yeah, I'm gonna roll this one out because I like it, and I actually use it almost like a bronzer. It is so bronzy on my skin tone that it kind of works. It's like beyond shiny, but I used it the other day. I tried to do a look without foundation basically, so I used some, you know, concealer, and then this as a bronzer, and then just buffed it up with some other bronzer that I have, and also some blush. And actually it's really, really beautiful. It kind of like is a two-in-one in that respect, if you want to go for like more of a really glowy, natural, bronzy look, which is what I was going for. Anyway, I'm going to roll it out because I really enjoyed it, but I have another one, the third one, that I have used the least, and I want to show that one some love. So this one this month I used 8 times. The previous month I used it, how many times? 8 times as well. I think that's fine. I've used it 16 times. I'm just going to roll it out. The third one is this one that I'm going to roll in. So I'm sort of mixing this up a little bit. Normally I would go to the items that I'm going to roll in at the end of the video, but because I'm talking about this, I'm going to talk about it right now. So I'm going to be rolling this one in, which is the third one. Now, the first one is more of an icy pink. The one that I was just working with is more of a bronzy, and this one is more of, actually let's look because I don't even remember. Like I've hardly used it. It's so clean here. This one I don't even recall. I think it's like a, yeah, it's like it's got like a yellowy, like champagne-y gold. It's more golden, this one. And actually I think I'm going to like this one probably more than the bronze one, because the bronze one I ended up using it as a bronzer as opposed to more of like just a highlight, and that's fine, but I already have a bronzer in the project that I'm working on, and I just didn't want the two to clash. So yeah, I'm going to roll this one in. I have hardly used this one. I mean, I think it's here, so I definitely could get to at least halfway, and then I'll have all 3 halfway, and then I can, you know, roll them in again if I want to. I just wanted to show them a little bit of love, because up until the point that I rolled the first one in, I didn't really like liquid highlighters, but now I do like liquid highlighters because I've been really enjoying them. So yeah, this one I'm rolling in. Okay, next I've got my Revolution concealer. This is the Conceal and Hydrate one. I do want to try the Conceal and Define. I keep saying that. I have it in my basket. I just refuse to purchase it because I don't need it yet. So it's just sitting there waiting for me. This one I've used 14 times this month. I have so much product in here. I kind of started to change my mind about this. When I rolled it in, I was a little bit iffy about it. I mean, there's tons of product in there, so it's going to take me still a little bit of time to get through. But yeah, I was a little bit iffy about it. I liked it, but at the same time I didn't really like it. And I think what it was is I was pairing it with the foundation. As soon as I panned the foundation and got rid of the foundation, I've been enjoying this one a lot more with other different types of foundation. So I just figured I don't like the Conceal and Hydrate foundation. I want to try the Define one, but the Concealer and Hydrate concealer is good. And I think I said that in my last video. I just repeat myself. But anyway, you get 13 grams in here, so it's taking me quite a while to get through, and I'm enjoying it. So, you know, I'm not like hate panning it or anything. It's just there. I kind of use it. There are a few others that I have, but I'll just use them. I shop my stash, but I'm really happy just to keep panning this and yeah, get through it. I can't even see any windowing though, so I do think I have quite a lot left. Okay, next thing I've got is my bronze from Model Co. Now this one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see on camera, but I am starting to see the rings underneath the product. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I can see the rings. So I'm thinking I might be close to hitting pan at some point if I just carry on. I know I use a really big brush with this, and it is a tiny little pan. Like, it is tiny. For a bronzer, you wouldn't want a bronzer this small, right? And I use a big brush, so I think because I'm not, I don't know, because it's not such a big pan, and my brush is covering the whole pan, it might take me actually a little bit longer to hit pan, but because I'm starting to see those rings, I think I might be a little bit closer than I thought I was going to be. I can definitely see. I can see the middle ring, and then I can see the outer ring as well. I just don't know if you're gonna be able to see that in the camera. Maybe in the photos that I take, you'll have to see. I have it on today. It is more of a warm tone bronzer, and normally I really don't like warm tone bronzers, but I have caught the sun only slightly this last week. We were outside quite a lot for bank holiday and I did catch the sun, and so it's not looking too bad actually, because I'm not super pale like I normally am. So it's looking okay right now. So I kind of like it, and I'm going to keep using it as long as I stay this color, which is not going to last because I'm already fading. So I ended up using it 11 times this month, which is more than I thought I was going to actually use, because I've had this for years and I just never reached for it. I think it's because it's such a tiny little pan and it's such a tiny little bronzer, and also because it's, you know, it is more warm tone. The thing I like about it though, it has got little like shimmery parts to it, so it's not like a matte. And I have a Revolution bronzer that is a little bit too deep for me, but it's like pure matte, and I just don't think I like matte bronzers. So that's also another reason that I'm kind of enjoying it, I think, because it has a little bit of a, I don't know, a sheen to it that I'm enjoying. So yeah, this one I'm excited about. I feel like in maybe a couple months I might see a pan, so that would be really exciting if I get to do that, because I don't, it will just prove the fact that I'm pretty good at panning bronzers and nothing else. Maybe, oh, bronzers and highlighters, that's what it is. It'll just be nice to add to my collection of pan products, which is very small. All right, last thing, and then I'll talk about the items that I'm rolling in. I am going to talk about this perfume. I have used it this month. I swear I have, but it's still at the line that I did last month. I feel like it hasn't gone down one bit, and I don't really understand it. So I don't know if I did the line incorrectly the last month and, you know, I thought I was lower down than I am, but literally it has not moved. This is the Elie Saab Girl of Now perfume that I'm trying to pan, and it's okay. You know, it's just a bit sweet. I think it's just so sickly sweet, actually, to the point that I didn't use it for years. It was a gift, so obviously I kept it, but it's just too sweet. But I have been spraying it. I think I haven't used it, to be fair, as many times as I did the previous month, but I think I used it maybe at least 10 times this month. So I would have expected it to go down a little bit, but it hasn't gone down at all. So I haven't done another marking, and yeah, it's still here. I'm still working on it. It just not showing any improvement, unfortunately. I am thinking I think I'm going to keep it in another month, but honestly, I have a few other perfumes that are more summery perfumes, and I'm thinking maybe I'll try to roll those in. But I want to give this another chance, so I want to see some more improvement, so I'll keep it in another month, decide in another month if I'm going to roll something else in or just keep it. We'll see what the progress looks like. Alright, so items that I'm rolling in, I've already told you about the Academy of Colour, so that's the first one that I'm rolling in to replace my other liquid highlighter. I am also going to roll in 2 lip products and 1 eye product. Now, I know these are pretty hard to do, and I'm not very good at lip products. As you know from the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss, it took me months to finally realize if I just put it on my desk, I will finish it. So yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit confident now with lip products. I thought, okay. And I went through all my lip products, all my lipsticks, my lip glosses, and I thought, well, what do I actually want to get through? What is, you know, maybe in terms of lipsticks, like how much do I have left over? Because I kind of, I put them all up and I saw how much I have left over or how little I have left over. So the first one that I'm going to attempt to finish is actually a really old product of mine. It's from Boots, the chemist. So it is obviously a drugstore, you know, slash pharmacy brand, number 17. And it is pretty small. So you know, it's got a pretty decent amount, but it's like a little nub, right? So this is in the shade Shell. And it is a really lovely icy pink. I think I just like icy pink. It's a lovely icy pink lipstick color. Honestly, it looks like a highlight there. It's really beautiful. I could use it as a highlight, but I'm not going to. But if I absolutely hated it, I probably could just use it as a highlight to pan it. But I actually like it on the lips. So I'm going to attempt to finish this up because it's so old, and I recently did my makeup inventory and I realized that how many lipsticks I've got, you know, how many lip glosses I've got, how many like lip liners or whatever, and I just want to try and reduce my lip products down a little bit, you know, just to start. I've done the e.l.f. lip plumping gloss, yay me. So what's next? I think this one will be next. So yeah, I am going to add that to the project. The next lip product that I'm adding is this Shimmer Bomb from Revolution. Now I tried this when I did an all face of Revolution products last year, and I really don't like this. This is, I actually have it on over my NYX Soft Matte. So I've got this Soft Matte lip cream on. This is the Tokyo, and I have this on top of it. And it's okay. I mean, it adds a little, it adds a kind of a pretty little shine to it. I'll just swatch it here. It's not that bad, you know, it's kind of got like a corally pink to it, and it has little shimmery flakes. It is pretty. I just, out of the glosses that I currently have, I don't really like this one. I have also another one that I don't really like, but I've never opened it. So I'm just thinking I'm just going to pass it on to somebody because I knew I wasn't going to like it, because it's another shimmery gloss. And I don't think I like glosses with little shimmers in it. I just don't think that's for me. If I'm going to wear a gloss, I want it to be glossy, but maybe not shimmery. It's just not my preference. So I'm adding this in. It does have a lot. I feel like when it settles, it's like here. I haven't marked it at all, but yeah, I've hardly used this. This is in the shade Daydream, and I'm gonna see what I can do. So again, I'm gonna put it at my desk and try to use it as often whenever I can. If I'm working and I've got nothing on my lips, I'll just pop it on. I think that's the only way that I'm going to be able to work through this. This one, on the other hand, I'll probably just use because I want to. But yeah, this lip gloss is going to be a little bit tricky for me. But I'm going to add it in and see how well I do. And then the last item that I'm adding in is this Kiko Milani eye pencil. This is in a black crayon. It's actually needs sharpening. But that's the problem with this. So this might actually not take me too long, because I bought this and I also bought a white one last October time because I was doing a Halloween look and I needed to do something with white and black. I didn't really have anything that I feel like could work in my current collection. So I bought this and the white one, and I absolutely think they're trash. I think they're absolutely terrible. When you sharpen them, the pencil and the crayon just falls out. It's not secure. It's way too creamy as a formula. It's very crumbly and it's not very workable. And I realized that when I was trying to do my creative look, it was impossible to do. So it actually might not take me that long to actually go through this, because I'll probably end up sharpening it all the time, because every time I sharpen it and use it, a little piece falls out and then I have to sharpen it again. So it might not take me that long. Also, I did my makeup inventory, like I said, and I have too many eye pencils and like eyeliners and everything, and I don't use it. So this is a way for me to try to get some of it down. I could go for, I have like a little small pink eye pencil, but it's the only pink one that I have, and I have so many black ones. I thought I'll work through a black one first because I have way too many. I don't need 10 black eyeliner pencils that all do the same thing. I just don't need them. And I have a bunch that I've never opened. So yeah, I wanted to sort of add that in, see how well I do. Fingers crossed, I'm not sure, but I'm going to challenge myself. So that's my update for this month. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. And I hopefully will do well this month. Fingers crossed. I'm feeling optimistic, hopeful, and we'll have to see, won't we? All right, take care everyone. Bye.